Okay, there we go. Hello, 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 sweet people.
Everybody.
How are y'all doing tonight? I'm gonna go ahead on and add to the spotlight my beautiful brothers and sisters. Well, brother and sisters. Y'all, we're gonna have some fun tonight. We got us all up there. Yes, I did it. I did it. I did it. You can make look, you can earn $100,000 in digital marketing and not know everything, right? And still be able to like get people on the way that they are supposed to be on. So we are live tonight. We want to say thank you so much for getting on, whether you are a part of the SWC family or you're a guest. Maybe you're someone that is taking a look. You may have been looking, like sneaking, like on our pages, in our stories, or someone that have introduced you to SWC, the digital marketing community that teaches over 20 plus streams of income. And you may be thinking, should I join this? I see all the excitement, I see the fun, I see the buzz, but is this for me? Well, tonight we made a decision to host this Zoom session for the SWC family to share strategies, tips, things that we have been able to do to see about $50,000 over the last 3 to 5 months. Now, I didn't stutter. Okay. We all have our own personal journeys, our own personal testimonies, and you're going to hear about each one of them tonight, right? As we go around. But the main purpose of this Zoom is to provide strategy to the people that we've introduced to this great program, and then also maybe people that is looking. So I hope you have come prepared with what your notebook, something to write with and something to also write on. But most importantly, you have to make sure that if you want to see success, you got to implement. You got to do the work. You got to implement and do the work. So I'm going to get out of the way and let in Miss Amy that she's earned the most in SWC so far. I'm so happy. You can't. She said, "What are you doing?" She was like, well, "What is this that you're doing?" And her and her husband, they were on together in their jacuzzi. They listened, and she said, "I'm in." So come on, up, Amy, share your testimony, but then also some strategy that will be able to help
Yeah.
someone tonight.
So first of all, welcome everybody. So this is I was gonna change and like do my hair and makeup, and I was like, no, you know what? This is real life. Like this is the freedom of this. I got out of my pool to do this call, and I'm getting my butt back in my pool after this because it's hot here. And that's the beauty of this is you can truly have time and financial freedom and enjoy your life. If you don't know me, I am from Missouri. And I have been hustling for 20 years. Literally, like I did direct sales, I did MLM, I did life insurance, I did several other direct sales in MLM, I did high ticket. Like I'm pretty sure you name it, I've tried it. And I've had some success, but nothing that is this simple. And Lanika is right. I kept seeing her and I was like, I'm not asking. There's no way this is real life. And finally, it was one of those weeks where my paycheck with the company I was with was low. And I was like, what is it going to hurt to ask? Like, I never know if I don't find out. And so I asked her and I was very intrigued, but I also was like, no way this is real. And I was like, she's probably just having the success because it's her, right? Because that's what we all do. We don't think that we can have the success. So my husband and I did. We sat in the hot tub and watched this call. And I don't know about you guys, if you've watched a call, I was still confused. I'm texting her. I'm like, I do not understand how you make money here. Like, I don't get it. Like, it seems too simple. And Jeff is going to break that down, but it really is that simple. You buy the course, and the best way I can describe it is inside of the course, it's like you go to college. Like, you pick and choose which classes you want to take and where you want to make money. It's a buffet. Like, you pick and choose what you want, but you have to do the work. Like she says, like you don't just buy this course and money pops out of the box. That's not how this works. If you show up and you plug in and you do the training and you do the things, oh, sorry, my things are blowing. You can definitely make money here. So for me, I was like, I joined. My one of my absolute best friends lost her husband the very next week, and life was just crazy. We had a kid graduate, we had both of our sons' birthdays, we had a daughter turn 21. Like I could make every excuse to not make this work. But instead, I showed up, I plugged in, and I was like, at least I can share the course, right? I'm gonna move, sorry. At least I can share the course and make consistent money. And I know some people are like, well, I don't want to sell. I don't want to do sales. Here's the thing. When you share this course, it is not about you. Take yourself out of it. When I share the course with people, it is not about me and getting the sale. It is about what can this course do for somebody else? And what if somebody else is the person that I was sitting there wondering how they're going to make their house payment, how they're going to pay their bills, tired of losing sleep, tired of stressing, tired of putting stuff back at the grocery store. I've been there, guys. I lost 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, I lost 20 to 25,000 a month in income. We had just built our dream house. Like my life was built around that income and it was gone in 10 days. So when I tell you, like, you can truly replace those incomes here if you just show up and do the work. You can do that. It's not too good to be true. There is no, oh my gosh, she has a following, she has experience. I'm consistent. I consistently post. I consistently share what this opportunity can do for other people because I believe in it. I believe that if your why is bigger than your excuse here, you truly can make however much money you make want to make. And here's the thing. I was only making money by sharing the course, right? Which is amazing. Amazing. A month ago, I decided after one of our calls, I heard these women saying they're making 100,000 in 2 to 3 months doing UGC. And I was like, my little 40,000 at the time seemed like nothing. I was like, this is crazy. So I decided, I was like, I am going to go in head first, dive in, figure this out, and do this. And I've been doing UGC now for just over a month. I have several. I wake up every day to jobs wanting me to create brands for them. So what UGC is, it's user generated content, and I get paid for doing selfies with products, for taking lifestyle shots of products. I don't even have to be in them. They just want to use my material. My husband did a selfie with a product and we got paid $40 plus got the product free. It was $107 we made. It's silly. Like it does not seem real and it's silly, but that's just one of the many, many, many ways that we can get paid here. So if you are curious and you're like, oh my gosh, I just don't know, I probably can't do it. First of all, quit doubting yourself because the first step to success is believing that you can and believing that you're worth it. That's the major difference in people that are successful and people that aren't. I believe I can win here. I believe that you can win here, but you have to believe and you have to put the action into it. Nobody's coming to save you. Just because you buy a course does not mean it's going to work out. But I will tell you that if you show up and you do this, it's going to work. I just helped one of my friends the other day that came here. She's like, I need some help. So I helped her draft a post. She has 50 people interested, you guys. 50 people from her very first post. So if you're not posting,
I
you're
need
silly.
that post, Amy.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you're not posting and offering this, everybody is broke. Everybody's looking for extra money. Everybody needs it. I don't care how much they make. The economy is in the crap can and everybody is looking for extra money. And we have the opportunity that truly everybody can do this. I believe that with my whole heart. So show up, pick the courses that you want to do. So for me, it's UGC. That's a no-brainer for me. But my husband and I the other day, he's like, I think I'm going to tap in and do like the drop shipping or the printing on demand, or you can do it together. Like he has access to my class too and can do it with me, right? There's no reason this has to be a one. My kids, they're all 16 to 22. they love getting the mail and getting our free packages, and they all love like, "Hey mom, we want this. Can you get it for free and do content on it?" It's awesome, you guys. Like it doesn't feel real. So that's my story. Just
Yeah, so
show up.
share. I'm sorry for cutting across you, but then
No, you're
again,
good.
I'm not sorry, Amy.
I have a video because I am a very like hands-on person. So me diving through all of the courses for UGC was a little bit overwhelming. And there is so much information, it can be hard. So I did a video that I'm more than happy to share with any of you. It's on my YouTube and it breaks down exactly how I got started with UGC. Simple step by steps. I screen recorded, I did all the things. And it's so message me if you want that. But it's been super helpful. I have a girl who just joined this last weekend and she messaged me today. She's like, I got my first UGC job. Like she's showing up. She's showing up and she's doing the things and it's happening. This is what I'm going to tell you because Lanika can vouch for this. I was terrified. I did not want to pay the $596. I was terrified. And I was like, we can't afford that right now. First of all, there's payment plans. I have some people that start for $30 a month. Like, and if you tell me you don't have $30 a month, let me see your bank statements and what you've spent $30 a month on every month. Because if there's something that you want, you find a way to make it work. I'm guilty of that myself. You will find a way for what's important to you, just like you will find time for what's important to you. If you put in 2 hours a week here, you can still be very, very, very successful. But if you find person, one person that's interested in this that signs up, you make your investment back. To me, it was a no-brainer. I'm like, what? I have more to lose by not trying this than everything I've gained by doing this. I have made over $50,000 in 16 weeks. And I'm just, guys, people make that a year. A year. Like it's insane what we can make here. So stop limiting yourself. Stop second guessing. It is real. It is very real and it's very doable for anybody.
It is. So before we go to Jeff, I want to ask you something because you did share. Because I was like, okay, we need to know about the money. Like, how much have you made? But
Yeah.
like, share with us just a few, like maybe your highest cash out, your highest day, like some of those highs where you looked and said, oh my God,
Oh gosh.
yeah.
On
Share a few
Stan Store, I think my highest cash out day was like $5,600 in a day. And I'm
Wow.
monetizing. I'm getting paid on TikTok. I've been on TikTok for years and never knew how to get paid on it. I didn't understand it. And now I'm getting paid. I have brands reaching out to me every single day on there that want me to create content. I have 7 brands that want me to do uh like a monthly job for them. So that's residual, you
That's
guys.
residual, yeah.
It's residual. That's $1,000 to $700 a month or more that they pay me, and I just have to do like 15 videos a month. I can batch them. I can do them whatever day and just have that content for them. So the sky is the limit here, truly. And I wake up every morning and I'm like, is this real life? Because I feel like God sets you up for everything you're supposed to do in your life. And my previous,
Yeah.
direct sales and all that, I did videos and content and
Yeah.
demos. So this is totally my jam,
Damn,
but
yeah.
it's not something that you all can't do for sure.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's so good. All right. So thank you so much, beautiful, for sharing and joyful. Look, so two of our girls were out there in the pool as well. And I'm looking outside like I want to be out there with them.
Yep.
Like
It's
in the
gorgeous.
pool. Like,
Yeah.
yes, I want to be out there with them. My hair is a little curly. I had curls in it, like kind of toys hair, but it's a little curly, Amy, because I was in the jacuzzi the other day. I said, I'm joining this jacuzzi that we got.
Right?
So I haven't curled it back. So that's why it's looking like this, y'all. Hey everyone, how y'all doing tonight? Welcome, welcome, welcome. People are just getting in still. Amy just shared her testimony, such an incredible testimony. And then she shared a few strategy and tips for those of you who are already in or coming on. Now I'm going to throw it on over to Jeff. Before I throw it over to Jeff, I want to say this too, for those of us that are we're believers, like we are faith people, right? Who, right? Look, throw up some hearts or some if you a faith person, right? Up here, you believe in God, you know that He leads you, He direct you, He guides you into some things. Well, last year, you all, I heard SWC in a dream. I did. So I had just started my digital marketing journey, right? And in fact, because I don't want to forget this, let me share with you all. So I just started my digital marketing journey last year, and this is how much I've earned. So could somebody just say stand still and send Lanika her plaque? Like, okay, we want Lanika to have her plaque. So when you hit $100,000, for those of you who do Stand Store, because we use Beacons or Stand Store, which are two digital marketing platforms, which allows us to be able to sell our course on. So when you do $100,000 through Stand Store, they'll send you a pack. So last year, I had just started my digital marketing journey. I created my own product, and I heard SWC in a dream, but I did not like go out there looking for it. Like I didn't like, oh, I heard this in a dream. What is this? I just knew. I said, I think that's a course. That was it. I was about to sign up for another program, and the Lord said no. And I was like, this doesn't make sense because I'm in this space. You told me to get into this space, Lord. Why not? But I know the voice of God. And the next day, I see my brother out there, and I thought he was a part of that program. And then, so we get on the phone, we talking, we catching up because we've been in network marketing together. Jeff also, like Amy, generated 7 figures in the network marketing industry. And then he said, oh, no, this ain't that, Lanika. This SWC. I'm like, shut the front door. I'm like, and so at this point, I'm like, I'm in because I had dreamed and heard that name months prior. So I got in like without him having to explain anything. At this point, I'm like, just send me your link. I'm signing up. And so we've been just strategizing, going back and forth for the last few months, high-fiving each other. Some days we like, pray. I feel a blockage. I need some sales. Go ahead on and pray. Let's pray for each other, right? All of us. It's been so fun. All right. So Jeff, come on up, share your testimony, any nuggets. And then also just a little bit about the program. Jeff, I'll pull up the slides for you for digital marketing. What is SWC, and then also what is affiliate marketing. I have those slides pulled up for you.
Okay. All right. I mean, I could do it without, but if you want to, that's fine. I want to keep it short and sweet. Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
You can do it. Go
Okay.
ahead on. You can just
Okay.
go ahead on for it. Mhm.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, first of all, y'all give my sister some praise. She done hit 100,000. She's gonna get her plaque, y'all. That's big. Like it's official. Stand store they do that when you hit 100,000. It's official. Yeah, y'all give us some hearts because one other thing I learned when I was in network marketing, I was on the stage. Um, I always tell people this: the more you clap for others, the more you put out in the universe that it can happen for you. If you're not clapping for others, believe in me, it would never be your turn. And there was a time that I was in the crowd clapping for someone else. I was a very loud clapper. So put those hearts up there, clap, because you got to remember, she's doing something else. She's still doing network marketing on the side. Because someone say on the side, they still made 100,000 with digital marketing. So the more you clap for others, the more you're putting in the universe that it can happen for you. I was a big clapper until one day I was on that stage. So go ahead and clap, y'all, because one day it's going to be your turn. All right. All right. So perfect. All right. So for those that are guests, if you're a guest, just type me in the chat. If you're a guest, just type me in the chat if you're a guest. Thank you for the hands. Thank you for the hand claps, the praises. Amen to that. Okay, great. So we have some guests on here. So like I said, this call is also be about you. What SWC is, it stands for Selling with Confidence. I'm going to make this very simple. All right. And I don't want to overcook your grits, but I'm going to fry your eggs a little bit. Right. So it is a digital marketing course. Okay. You are selling a course, okay, that you don't have to create. You don't need a big following. You don't have to have tech skills. You're going to resell a course that will pay you $506 to resell that course. Well, now within the course, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get live training and mentorship, okay, on a daily, weekly, couple of times a week. All right. You're also going to get mentorship calls. Okay. You're going to have power hour calls, calls to help you build your business. Also, they have live presentations. So if you have a guest that's interested in the business, because we already know when we get into business, the first thing we think, oh, do I have to present? Do I have to do this? No, it's all in the box for you. It's a digital business in the box. So they have presentations weekly as well. So if you have guests, they can also see the presentation. Now, within that course, okay, there's other ways to get paid. Now, you can make $506 if you resell that course. Now, everything I mentioned comes within that course. I want to make it simple for you. If you resell the program, it's very simple. You make $506 to sell. Now,
Can
what's
we,
within the
Jeff,
course?
can I say something real quick?
Please
I
go
like to
ahead.
say 85% just in case they run a sale. I had some new people that were like, I'm really confused. I didn't get the 506.
Ah,
So 85% of whatever the price they sign up for. Just to clarify.
perfect.
So if you
Good.
sell it for four something, you're getting
496.
406
You make
instead of,
471.
yep.
I mean, you make
I
four.
just
Yeah,
wanted to share.
thanks,
I
Jamie.
had some people that were confused. So I'm like, it's 85% actually. So, but thank you.
So, so I'm going to re-clarify what Amy said. That's very a valid point because they do have a lot of sales. Okay, because so if the sale is $125 off, whatever the price is, you'll make 85% of what that price is for that, for that sale. So if the sale is $496, you're gonna make $424 in your commissions. If it's the regular price, 596, you'll make 506. But either way it goes, you'll make 85% of whatever the sale price is. And that's a one-time thing. Now you don't have to worry about no month. There's no monthly fees involved because that's another question that always comes. If there's no monthly fees, yes, it is amazing. And now within this program, this course, there are other ways to get paid. So if you don't want to resell the course, there are other ways that you can get paid. And once you become a member within this community, you can choose how you want to get paid. You can either do what is called face forward, like all of us you see here, meaning that we create content, we show our faces, we talk about the program, why you do it if you want to make extra income, or we have faceless ways where you don't have to show your face, where you have things like UGC, you have print on demand, you have Amazon reviews, you have website flipping. There's other ways you could make money within the program without showing your face. So if you're loud and proud like us you see here on the screen, or if you're shy and you're an introvert, there's ways to make money. There's ways everyone can make money. You just choose your way to get paid. The only thing I recommend you to do is you stick and stay so you can get your pay. Okay. Because it's not going to happen overnight. You're going to learn, and you have some great mentorship. You have some great teaching. I've been in another program before, and the only way I could make money was to sell the program. This program here has other ways to get paid. Now, I've been in SWC now for a little over 4 months, and I just hit $44,000. Okay. And look, this is the beautiful thing about this program. Someone you enroll, it has nothing to do with experience, it has nothing to do, and I'm a guy, y'all. So, fellas, y'all can stand up, okay? Ladies is doing it, but I'm letting y'all know y'all can stand up on this too, okay? But the person you enroll can actually make more money than you. Lanika got started with me and she made more money than me. And guess what I'm saying? Hallelujah. You know why? Because that lets me know this works. So it's all about how much effort you want to put into it, but it definitely works. Okay. So, yes, hallelujah to that. So, I want to give a couple of tips because a lot of you all have been asking. I've been getting a lot of inboxes. Hey Jeff, what are you doing? You're doing the things. I'm going to talk about that. So I'm going to give you all some tips. Who wants to know how this is done? Who wants some strategies on how Lanika hit 100,000 and Amy hit 50,000 and Toy? Y'all know she said she got it going on. She can tell you how she made $10,000 in 2 days. Who wants to know? Because I know the money sounds great, but who wants to learn how to do it? Okay, I'm gonna give you all some tips on how we do it. Right. So what you want to do is this. Jeff has been at SWC for about 4 months now. For about 4 months. Okay. All right. So you want to learn how to do it. Okay. Step number one. Okay. You are going to pick a social media platform that you're going to dominate. Notice I said dominate because when you're in business, you should be all over the place posting your business. And I'm all over the place. Okay. But you want to pick one that just when I say dominate, that's the one that you're going to post most of your content on. Okay. So, of course, let's just talk about the top three. You got Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, right? So, I'm going to just give you what is called a generic formula for each platform because believe it or not, it is based on your audience. Some people do well, like Lanika and Toy. They do extremely well on Facebook. Okay. So your audience, based on what your audience is at, you can pretty much post how you want. But I'm going to give you a generic formula as far as digital marketing on how it works on each platform. So number one, Facebook. Okay. Facebook works really good with words and hooks. For me, not so much videos. Videos work in stories. I'm going to get to that in a second. But Facebook works really good with hooks. Okay. Meaning, like, hey, look, if there's a way that you can make an extra $500 a day without picking up your friends and family, would you be interested? And you can make this all from your phone. Comment phone if you want to learn more of what I'm doing. And guess what happens? You look in your comments, phone, 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 phone. Oh my God, I just made an extra $500 a day and I didn't have to call anyone. You want to know what I'm doing? Comment me and I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay. So some type of hook. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We got something called Chat GPT. They can give you a hook. You could come up with a hook every single day. Okay. Chat GPT is the cheat code to any business right now. You can type in Chat GPT. I need a hook for today to talk about my digital marketing business. I need a hook. And they will give you exactly just that, a hook with a call to action. So hooks with call to action, and usually on Facebook, when you put the color in the background, the words like the background is black or pink. Okay, those work really good on Facebook.
Yeah, the
And
color
the
block.
minute the color block, that's what it's called. I never knew what the color. Thanks, Lenika. That works really good on Facebook. And what you got to do is this. Yes, Amy, it worked for 30 days. It would do that as well. When somebody comments on your posts, reply back right away so the algorithm could work. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is called social media. Be social. Don't be on your pages and be awking all stush like you're too good to care to reply to your post. That's how you get the algorithm going because that's what's going to happen. Monkey see, monkey do. It's going to be more people going to be like, phone, me. And the more you do that, it's just going to. I've gotten posts. Me and Lenny could talk about sometimes. Look, bro, sis, look at this. You see all you people commenting? Blew up. That's because the algorithm pushing out there. So that works seems to work well with Facebook in my eyes when I've seen digital marketing. Is hooks with a call to action. Now, if you're gonna do a video, this has always been my secret sauce, and I talk about Selenica all the time. I get a lot. Most of my sales came from my stories. So
Come on.
when you want to make a video with Facebook and you put it in your stories, let it be under 1 minute because a lot of times after a minute, you have to create a whole nother, it's going to take up a whole nother story. Do you pay for this for 30 days? No. Once you get in, it's a one-time fee. So with Facebook, a lot of times, 2 or 3 stories per day tends to work because after that, a lot of people won't start seeing your posts. They won't show it. So when you make your post on Facebook, make the video under a minute. So that way it can just take up one story, not two. And this is also very important because people like to buy in private. Put your link in your story. And this is the reason why I make stories. A lot of times they don't want to comment me or comment, okay, Jeff and Lanika, they're doing this thing, but I don't want nobody to know I'm really interested. Amy's got this thing going on, but I'm interested, but I want nobody to know. That's why you make a story. And you put your link in your story where they can click it. You can actually put a clickable link in your story. And if you don't know how to do so, when you go into your story, you're going to see a little option that says sticker. You're going to hit the sticker button and you're going to see something that says link. You're going to paste that link in that URL section, and then under that is called what is called a link text. You can actually type what you want the link to say, or shop here, or tap here, or learn more. So type in your link text, make it personal. Okay. Let me go to the next one. Now, like I said, I don't want to overcook these grits, but I'm showing fry these eggs real right quick. All right. So you do that. IG, Instagram. For me, what works really, really good, 7-second reels. That's it. With text on screen. 7-second reels with a text on screen. And it's going to be a hook and a call to action. Or why do you like digital marketing? I've always shared Lanika and Amy's I see Toy do it too. This works really good on Instagram. It's like you're doing something without looking at the camera, and you just post why you like digital
Yeah,
marketing. You
B-roll
could be in
reels.
B-roll. That's what it's called, sis. Thank you. A B-roll reel where you're not showing, you're not looking at your camera. You're just doing something. You're putting some pots in the cabinet, or you're just drinking a cup of coffee, and you just put the words on the screen about why you like digital marketing or why it gave you the freedom to do one, and put your call to action in there. Those work really good with Instagram. What is trending song? You can turn the sound down all the way, so if you're actually speaking, it doesn't overtake your voice. That works really really good on Instagram. Same thing with Instagram. Stories work as well. Stories work on all platforms because people like to purchase in private. And then the last one, TikTok. Now TikTok is another world. Everything goes. It works. Right, sis? Everything goes. Videos, reels. But the thing about TikTok is, people have everyone on there has ADD. Shorter is better. The attention spans are very short on TikTok. Make your videos 30 to under a minute. Do not go more than a minute on TikTok. Make it the shorter the better. I've watched videos go viral that were only 7 seconds long. 7 seconds long. I got a post that got I got it was like 10,000 views, and it only took me 30 seconds to do. Words on screen work really good with TikTok. Words on screen, yes, work really good. I call that text on screen. Everything goes on TikTok, but keep it short and sweet. And they also like trending sounds as well. And what I like about TikTok also, out of all the platforms, they are very good with what is called target audience. Hashtags work really big on TikTok. Okay, so whoever you're trying to attract, stay at home moms, stay at home dads, work from home moms, stay at home wife, digital marketing for beginners. Put the hashtag in every post on TikTok because the targeting is like laser beam focused on TikTok. Okay. So, like I said before, I want to overcook grits. I hope I fried someone's eggs this evening. You can have breakfast in the evening as well. But ladies, I want to give it all back to you. I hope that helps.
Oh, that's so good. We can go on and on about different things. We want you to do
I
specifically.
forgot. I
Oh
forgot
no,
before I
you're
go.
good.
Sorry, I
Go
forgot.
ahead.
Okay.
You're good.
So when I say like look at when you get started with SWC, find out which way of income you want to focus on. Do that. Because I know a lot of people have been asking, hey, Jeff, what have you been doing? I see you post a lot of stuff on your page. I too have been doing some UGC. And let me just pull up this thing here on my phone. So as you can see here in my kitchen, I have, wait, where's it at? Here it is right here. So as you can see, I too get a ton of products, okay, from
Um,
different brands, okay. And my
oh
better half,
wow.
that's what she does. She does TikTok and UGC full time, okay. And a lot of y'all been seeing me promote this propane torch gun, okay.
Yes.
Right, and that's because I have a deal with them now.
Wow.
Um,
Oh, so I need
yes,
to buy it then. See, you should have
yeah.
told me. I would have just said, let me just get it just so that I know you got it.
And this is another brand that because all my videos with them, I do well. I get 4 or 5 thousand views every time I post a video. And they say, hey, look, we want to work with you. They reach out to me. They reached out to me directly, so I work with them. I have a deal with them now. And also this company here
Wow.
too, Snap Products. These are men's health products here. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, I'm actually going to be on the phone with them tomorrow. This is the conversation we're having in WhatsApp, and they're going to be offering me, as you can
Wow.
see here. We would like to see if there's a time available to work with you to connect and see. This is see if you can see here. I want you to see the name here. Oh, there it is, right there. Hold on. I just want to see the name. Her name is Naomi, from Snap Supplements,
Wow.
and they want to work with me to give me a UGC deal as well.
Ah,
So
yes. Come on
uh,
through here now.
So that's why you see me promoting all these different products because they reach out to me and they send you the stuff for free and you just promote and you just do what you do. So I got we're probably getting a deal with these folks, and the propane gun you see me do all the time because my videos do very well with them, and they invested in me to give me a deal. So there it is. So Ben, you all could do this too. So sorry, I didn't want to. I want to let you all know that because I'm taking advantage of another income stream from
Right.
SWC. Yeah.
Now that's good. So even as you were talking, I'm writing down a few tips because this is also a part of the training. And so thank you so much for sharing this. And I'm glad that you shared this because again, it made me hit on something that I talked about the other day, but I hadn't intended on sharing it with you all tonight, but I am tonight. Okay. And what I'm going to say is this: in life, with success, is like in just about any industry that you look at, you start as a beginner, but once you get to moving, you start to become more valuable. So a lot of time, like Jeff, now you got people reaching out. Amy got people reaching out. Toy got people reaching out. I've had people reaching out and I ain't even put my information. I'm like, I don't know where these people came from, but they see movement. They see me moving. So just as you may be like, wow, he's gotten brand deals, Amy has gotten brand deals, but it comes from movement. So which means they've already started. They may not be at the $100,000 monthly mark yet. Okay. But their mindset is coming. All of our mindset up here, that we can have, but we had to start. So just like you, for those of you who are just getting in SWC or who will get into SWC, you have to start in any type of level of success that you want to achieve, no matter what industry or background or area it is in. You got to find your own flow. But as you begin to move through your own flow and find your own flow, then you're like, oh, this feels good. Success starts to come. Now people want you on their stage. More people start to reach out. Now those messages from WhatsApp going to say, I want you to be selling my stuff. They're going to be sending you messages on Instagram, Facebook, or even TikTok. That's how this stuff works. But you got to start. Speaking of starting, since we've posted the original flyer that we were all on, we've made thousands more since that, right? So I wanted to also say that. So I'm going to provide with you some tips in addition to what I've already said that you can use. And I always teach from a place of what I'm doing. I can't give you what I don't have, right? But I always teach people from what I am doing, which I know works. When you start your journey, you have to learn how to effectively brand the build, which means you're branding your movement. Even if you are nervous and you not doing faceless, but you're saying, I'm just starting with my digital marketing business, y'all. I'm so scared. Like, I am so scared. Like, even if you're scared, if you're nervous, let them know. Right? Although people do buy from people that are confident, but they love people that are vulnerable and are transparent enough to say what they're doing. So you have to brand the bill, brand the story, share your story and share why did you start. So here's the thing I want all of you all to think about for those of you who have already joined SWC. What made you click on that link to buy? It was some kind of feeling or some kind of emotion that maybe that post, reel, email, I don't know, story had that make you say, I'm getting this thing. What was it? I don't know. Was it our opportunity call? Because we also have an opportunity call in SWC, which is a tool that anybody can take to use to get people in this program. And I'm going to tell you something too. If you learn even how to invite people in front of that opportunity, people will join. I've had so many people. Amy, you've had people to join because they got on that program. I mean, that opportunity. Toy, what about you? People join because they got on it. Jeff, what about you? Yeah, all of us, right? If you could, that's a tip. You all start to use the tools and leverage the tools. I told people, even if you don't even have your affiliate link ready to go right now, get people in front of that presentation. And somebody may say, okay, yes, I'm ready to join. Brand your story, brand the bill, share the journey, share why you join. I want you to think back to what made you click on the button to join. Write down that. Like, why did you join? That's something that you can share. That's content that you can put in a reel. That's something that you can come and put in a story. That's something that you can take to Chat GPT and say, hey, chat, or whatever you call it. Or she or he, I don't know what you call it. I don't know. Right. But even in SWC, we got SWC, the Confidence Builder Bot, which is also a chat specifically to digital marketing, SWC, all of the things. UGC, it helps you communicate properly with your content based upon the language of this space. Put it in there and say, this is the reason why I joined. Help me carve out a post, right? That will help you. And then start to share that. What I encourage everyone that start with me, take 30 minutes of uninterrupted time a day, learn something from it. Learn something in it, some type of module, but here's the thing, what you can also do. Not only apply what you've learned, but take it to social media, let that be content for you, and then teach it to people who are watching you and who are also following you. This is what I learned in the program. Some of them are going to say, well, darn, that's pretty good. I also want to learn that too. Okay. Now you invite them in so that they can also get it from you. Now, this is how I have gotten most of my success. I do, and I've learned this as I've earned, I have earned 8 figures in network marketing, right? My partners and I, we've generated 50 million. So you're not listening to someone up here tonight that don't know business. And I have been at some of the tops, have recruited the most out of whole companies in certain seasons of my life. I've done it then, and I've done it since I've been in this program. I do a lot of results marketing where I am building from content to content. So I'm building upon testimonies. I'm building upon results. I'm building upon stories. And if you can learn how to do this, because what people are, when we have our devices, phones, computers, iPhones, it's people behind them. People can feel your energy. They can feel your energy. So what happens is when you have a testimony that just popped off, say for instance, you are in your bed and you have someone that have just joined your program. You need to share it. Be quick to share it. Screenshot that bad boy and share it, because there is a certain energy that comes with that right there in the moment, and they can feel it radiating through the screen. Okay. They can feel that energy. So when you learn to share those types of things in the moment, then there's a certain energy, right, that goes out, and then people can feel it. When I get on a call, there's times when I've been on a call with like Amy or Toy, and then Toy's like, oh my God, look at this, and look at the screenshot. And now she shot me a text, and it has like, I was just able to earn $3,000 today. I got 4 more sales, right? I'm like, even if I did not get any sales that day, I'm like, I'm screenshotting it, or I'm telling it. Or as soon as we get off the phone, I'm like, oh my goodness, you got to know that she just made such and such. Because now it's in the moment. It's that energy where people, they can feel it. You can't lie. You can't hide it, right? So then I'm constantly sharing the wins as they come in. That's how I carve out my stories. That's how I carve out my emails. That's how I carve out my Facebook posts. So if I'm out with my husband and a sale come in, now I got a story to tell, and y'all gonna get this darn story. You're gonna get it, right? Even if it sounds like the story last week, there was a different story when we was out at another restaurant eating. You're gonna get this story. that's what I do a lot. So now I'm like going to chat. Okay, me and Greg was out eating, and while we was out eating steak and da 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 da. $506 sale came in. So now I'm getting chat to help me carve out that message of that story, because it's the energy of it and it's real and people can feel it and it's real life. While I was in my bed snoring, I woke up, I got my phone, and I saw a sale had come in. I'm now sharing that, but then this is what I do. I put those same stories in a Facebook story, IG story, TikTok story. I then take the message and I say, all right, carve out a Facebook post for me. And then I take a message and then I say, let me, because Amy, it looked like Amy just kind of on a break right now. She had to do something. So then I take out that same story and I say, okay, make this into a reel. Then I say, okay, now put this into an email with my join link on it for the people that's been watching. So you got to learn how to repurpose your content, but you got to learn how to leverage the stories in the moment and keep building upon it. So now when people see the stories, now another person may join, and then I'll say, oh, 2 people joined today. And then I'll say, oh, 3 people have joined today. And then of another person. So that's how it builds up. And now the energy is like, oh, well, shucks, 3 people that join. I want to join. I want to join now. 3 people didn't join. Oh, 4 people didn't join. So that's how I've been able to get like 6 people join in one day. Not all days are days where people will join, but that's how you get the build up. So then on the days where maybe I don't have a sale, I'll see what my sisters are doing. So I remember one time, Amy, I didn't have nothing to give. I didn't have no content. I could have went back and got some from a previous time, but I like to do a lot of content why it's just out in the atmosphere. And I remember one time Amy had sent me her testimony. I picked up my phone. I had a doctor's appointment, and within 60 seconds, I did a video walking through my house how Amy had just made her first $3,000 with digital marketing. So you have to also share other people's stuff. Another thing that I would say before I bring up Toy is faceless is huge right now. In SWC, there is a faceless. Okay, I'm gonna add my brother and my sister now. Okay, y'all, see Amy, see. So there is a faceless module. The creator of SWC, one of the creators of SWC, did $500,000 in a few months faceless. If you do not want to show your face on this internet, whether you are in SWC or you're not, you can do faceless. Go to the modules. For those of you who are not in SWC yet, that will be enrolling after the person send you their link tonight. Go through that faceless module and study that bad boy in and out. I did this is before SWC, you all. I'm telling you how hot it is. I did a faceless webinar. I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but I said, oh, they responded to this faceless. Let me just see. Let me just put something out there. Because I'm on to something. 500 people joined they opted in. 500 people opted in. And that's when I realized, I said, oh no, this faceless right here, we got to start tapping into that. So for those of my introverts, you're shy, maybe you got a really nice job working for the FBI, forensic, whatever. You don't want nobody to know who you are, but you still need money, you still in debt. Get into this program and get faceless. People are so interested in going faceless. The course teaches all of that. Then, speaking of the course, go to the course in the testimonial section. For those of you who are SWC, look at the people who are getting results. Every single day, there's somebody posting their testimony. I made $3,000. I didn't did 4,000. I made 100,000 and such and such. I got my first sale. I got 2 more brand deals. I'm making such and such on print on demand. I just got approved for like it's so many testimonies. Find the people that are in there. look at their accounts, be it TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, or whatever, copy and paste their names and get to work. Study people who have gotten success, because that's one of the things that I did. And I began to look and follow people in this course, in this community that was already at $100,000 or $50,000 a month. And I said, what are they doing? And when I saw what they were doing, I started to copy what they are doing. You got to see what's working and then do what's working. And then lastly, before Toy come up, there was someone in the program. I don't know, Toy, Amy or Jeff, if y'all saw it, but girl, y'all, brother, I was so proud of her. She said, after all of these months and not getting a sale, she said just consistency. And she had that screenshot on her phone, and it was of her and her husband, I believe, significant other, but the notification was there. And I said, oh, it's about to be on for her, because once that belief is now turned on and you see that somebody has gone through your link and they purchased and you've made some money, game over. Some of you all, you just need a belief. That's just proof. So that's why I said, go back and think about the feeling that you had. Why did you start? Because something made you believe that you could do it. So I hope and pray that help repurpose the content and have fun. Have fun. All right, so come on up, sis. And oh yeah, and so I've done what, 100,000 for those of y'all just getting in, 48,000, 47,000 in SWC in like 18 months. Toy, come on up and share your testimony.
Really quick, Lanika, can you break that down? Because I know when people, like, our flyer says you made 48,000 or 46,000, but then when you post your stand store, it says 100,000. So I
Yeah,
think for new, like, I know when I was brand new, I was like, hold on, this isn't adding up. Like, this
I
seems kind of
got you.
spammy. Can you break down the difference for people that are brand new that don't understand why those numbers are
Oh no,
different?
thank you. No, that's so good. So for those of you too who you're just getting on. So I tried to share. Where's the share button? Why can't I share? Oh, it's right there. So for those of you just getting on, Amy was sharing this. Earlier, I shared my stand store. $100,000 earned in digital marketing. 40, look, y'all, this is going to be available to cash out in a few days, 26,000. Maybe we'll go out and get a steak or something. I don't know. But anyway, um, what she was saying was share where the money is coming from. So we're talking about SWC tonight. On the flyer, we had 44,000. It is now 47,000 that I've earned through SWC as someone who is an affiliate of the program, which means anyone that went through my affiliate link through SWC and purchased SWC, I got a commission. On the outside of that, what is that? What's the math? 50 more thousand or whatever was earned. I created my own digital course prior to SWC, and I had some low ticket courses. One was $97, one was $47. Then there was like a $67 course. I sold those low ticket. And then, and I also have a coaching community that I sell. So the other income is from that. It was 50 something thousand. It comes from that. So it was low ticket prior to SWC. So thank you for even asking me to share that. All right, Miss Toy.
All right, all right. Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to see you all here. I'm going to try to get through this in 10 minutes. But the first thing I want to say to you, I want to give you a number. Last Wednesday, Dr. Lanika Scott created the flyer that you saw that welcomed you in here. And on that flyer, it said I made $43,000. Since that day, I've made $5,441.70. I want you to sit on that for a second. Since last week, she made the flyer last Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I made $5,441.70 in one stream. In one stream. And that's reselling SWC 2.0. That has nothing to do with my membership, nothing to do with my counseling, nothing to do with my social media, nothing to do with anything else that I get paid for. It's just one stream. So I hope I got your attention so that you'll be listening closely. I'm going to share with you 7 strategies, and some of them they've already shared, so I'm going to go fly through them. My number one strategy is I have no fear, and I believe in myself. I'm going to tell you right now, I have discovered the number one reason why people either don't get into SWC or get in here and make no money is because of fear. I have friends, close friends of mine, who got into SWC and are terrified. It agitates a mess out of me. Why? Because the number one thing I hate in life is fear. Why? It cripples you and it makes you stand still. I am a woman of God, and I've made God's word the final authority, and I found out something about him. He created me perfectly just the way I am. So anybody that don't like me, I don't care, because my God loves me. The Bible says in 2 Timothy 1:7, it says, "For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind." Get over the fact that people are not going to like you. A couple weeks ago, I had a family member attack me, told my whole family she was going to sabotage my entire social media platform. If you don't know anything about me, I am a content creator. I have over 1 million followers on social media. I have no fear. I laughed when they told me. Why? She can't touch me. You got to get rid of any fear that you have. You have fear of what people are going to think of you. You got fear of failing, whatever it is. I'm telling you now, you are not going to be successful in not just only in SWC 2.0. You're not going to be successful in life if you carry fear. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to sit down and visit your fear. What is it? Identify it and then ask yourself, so what if that happens? What are you going to do? Because if you have an answer to the fear, it's no longer fearful. If you don't know who you are and don't have confidence in yourself, I advise you to give your life to Jesus, who is that deal Holyfield, because ain't nobody got nothing better than Jesus out here in these streets. He's going to tell you exactly who you are. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. Nobody can touch you. Number 2, you have to be consistent and don't shut up. People used to say when I was younger, "Toy, you talk too much." I said, I get paid to do it now. I am consistent every single day, every single week, every single month. I don't stop. That's my mother-in-law right here. When I get attacked, I've gotten attacked on social media. If I had people inbox me, say, "I wish you'd go somewhere and die." Now, there was a time I would have said you first, but I didn't say that because I'm a woman of God. So I prayed for them because they know not what they do. But I'm not afraid of people. So they don't stop me from doing anything. I am consistent and I don't shut up. Many of you get afraid because you don't see the views or someone is not buying. Guess what? I've had days and weeks that nobody bought from me. But guess what? Because I remain consistent, all of those videos that I was posting every day, somebody finally said, I've been watching you for a while and I'm about to buy. I had a woman just in my other sales meeting. She was like, "You know what? I've been watching you for the last several weeks sell this SWC. I'm in." So they may not buy right now, but keep at them, keep at them, keep at them. If you're consistent, guess what? They're going to buy because they see a fearless person. People are attracted to you when you value yourself and you have confidence in yourself and you are confident in what you're doing. If you show fear, they're going to see like she don't even believe in herself. That's not the case with me. They jump in because they see how faithful I am and how I believe. I don't sell anything that I don't believe in. When Lanika called me, I said, "No, I'm already good. I'm making money, blah, blah, blah." Well, when she started showing me them receipts, I started studying SWC. I said, "Send me that link. I'm in." Because once I study something and I found out it's good, I'm in there. SWC 2.0 is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but it is an opportunity for you, not only you, but your spouse and your children to make multiple streams of income. Me and my husband have been married for 30 years. We have 4 young men. You can't just tell them to figure it out. You got to give them tools. SWC 2.0 is a tool that I can give my boys now. It's something you can give your kids. You got young adults living in your house, sucking up your air, you're running up your bills with the lights and gas and water. Guess what? Now they can contribute to the household because your kids will probably do better than you in SWC 2.0. Number 3, I offer private meetings. I'm not like everybody else because before I came into SWC, I'm known as Mrs. Toy Banks, the world's most satisfied wife. I help wives and future wives discover the secret sauce to creating and maintaining satisfaction in their marriage and in their future marriage, and I help to restore marriages. And so I was used to doing meetings and bringing people into a private session. So I do a meeting every Monday, consistently now. Every Monday at 8 o'clock, I'm inviting people to come into a private Zoom meeting with me, and I have a PowerPoint that I share every single solitary week, unless I have to speak somewhere, I won't do it, but I'm still in their face that week. But I am in that meeting because I believe that people want a private person experience, and there's things that I can say in a private meeting that I can't say on social media. But I do show up on social media and go live and share there, but I go even deeper in these private meetings. You have to be consistent. So every week I'm making money. I called Lanika. I said, Lanika, I just spent 2 hours in this session and I got 4 sales. Do you know what 4 sales equal? That's $506.60 times 4. And I only work 2 hours. Where are you going to make that? Where are you going to make it? The next day, I got multiple sales after that because people saying, well, I got to go talk to my spouse. I got to go do this. I said, here's the replay. Go show your spouse this. They bought the next day. So private meetings have been a win for me. Dr. Lanika Scott, some of them, they don't do it. They have their own way. You can try one or the other or do both. Figure out what works for you. Find out, but don't let nothing stop you. Nothing stop you. Okay. Number 4, I narrowed my niche. Me and Dr. Lanika Scott, we were watching another girl who made $133,000 in 1 month in February. And we were studying her. And I've been watching her all the time. I said, I got to find out what this girl doing because I didn't make $133,000 in a month. So what we notice is that she niched down and she focused on nurses because that's where she comes from. Dr. Lanika Scott, she focuses on women, entrepreneur women. I'm in the family business. I build strong marriages. I'm great at that. So I said, first I started with money making mamas. And then I said, well, wait a minute. The men are not coming in my sessions no more. And I was like, that's not working. So you see how I'm trying things to try to find something. And then I fell on families making money at home. And that's my niche. So now I'm teaching families. Hey, not only you, your spouse, but your children. So I came up with a niche. Discover your niche. That niche is the area that your gifting is in. So niching down helps you. That doesn't mean that the only people that's in your niche is going to buy from you. People outside of your niche. But when you niche down, they say when you try to talk to everybody, you're not talking to nobody. So niche down. Number 5, I let the system of SWC 2.0 sell for me. Something Dr. Lanika Scott mentioned earlier. Every single solitary Thursday, they hold a meeting, an opportunity call. It happens either at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, mostly at 8 o'clock. Well, guess what? I am collecting emails, which you need to do. So every Thursday, I'm sending people to a meeting that I don't have to run. I don't have to do anything. I'm sending them to the meeting. I know the meeting it ends at 9 o'clock. Guess what they're getting at 9 o'clock? A schedule. I've already scheduled it. It's a scheduled email with my link for them to buy because I already know what they're about to do. They're about to say, hey, I'm ready to get in because Stephanie and Sabrina sells the mess out of SWC 2.0 on Thursday nights. And when people see those testimonies win. So now, guess what? Thursday night, all I'm doing is sending out emails and I'm sitting back and watching the money come in. And I didn't do anything. They did it for me. And I do it every single solitary Thursday. People will be getting emails from me tonight and tomorrow, inviting them to that meeting tomorrow night that I'm not even hosting. That's money that you're sitting there if you're not inviting them. So if you're in SWC 2.0 or you plan to get in, invite people to that meeting and send them the link. So say, when you're ready, here's my link. Don't let them try to figure it out. Where's your link? Where's your link? No, I'm sending it to you. Okay. Number 6, a friend of mine told me this years ago. He said, Toy, you need to learn this word, case. C-A-S-E. Case the place. Case the place. I case SWC 2.0. What does case mean? It said copy and steal everything. Something that Dr. Lenica Scott talked about earlier. Copy and steal everything. When I see these women on that Thursday meeting talking about they're successful and they're making more than me, people think I'm doing good because, got almost $50,000 in the account, right? But these girls are making way more than that. One girl said just from UGC alone, she's making 10 or 15,000. Oh, I'm about to pay attention to you. I am about to case you. I'm about to copy and steal everything you're doing. Right? So sometimes you'll see a flyer they do. I go in the chat. I said, chat, put my face in this, change this out a little bit, put it my style. And guess what? Now I got a flyer that looks like theirs because they're doing something right. Great leaders case the place because the rhythm of success is already out there. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. All you have to do is get on the wheel and put your uniqueness, your difference from other people. So case the place. In other words, study us. If I was all of y'all, I'd be taking all our names down. Every single solid. Amy just told you she's killing the game in UGC. If that's something you want to do, I would be stalking her Instagram page, stalking wherever she is. She just said she got a YouTube link that's going to tell you how to do it. I would be stalking her YouTube page. Write our names down. Study us. Because guess what? We don't have time to mentor you all the time. That's what SWC 2.0 is. That's the one thing that we like about them because they have meetings every week, all week to give you, if you got questions, if you got any technical issues, it's right sitting there for you. But we wanted to come together and tell you what we do on the side. That takes me to number 7. I collaborate instead of competing. Something that Dr. Lenica Scott talked about earlier. I don't compete with nobody. I'm unique and different. Nobody is like me. Nobody can do like me, talk like me, sell like me. But guess what? I can learn from everybody here on this stage. I collaborate with everybody. I reached out to Lenica. I said, hey, all of us got gifts. All of us got people up under us. Let's come together and do this meeting. We had been talking about it, but why are we going to do it separate? Let's come together because you're doing something that I'm not doing. Jeff is doing something that I'm not doing. Amy is. I'm learning still from all of them. So when you get into SWC 2.0, don't be afraid to collaborate with people, to join up and team up. I collaborate with a lot of people. Listen, I'm about to do an in-person event to sell SWC 2.0 for a restaurant that wants me to bring my people. No problem. I'll collaborate with you, but it's got to be beneficial for me. You don't have to collaborate. You don't have to compete. You are uniquely and divinely created. The Bible says iron sharpens irons. So one person sharpens another. It's time for you to sharpen yourself up. And this is why we're here. We wanted to sharpen you guys up because we don't want to be the only ones that are successful in here. We want you to be posting your wins. We want you to win. We want your family to win. I'm telling you that I can't believe this is the easiest money I've ever made. I told Lenica, I said, when I got in, I started selling on a Wednesday. By Tuesday, I made just under $5,000. I sat at right here. This is my studio. I sat here and I said, I'm about to be rich. I said, because this was too easy. And now let me tell you what's in my account. In just 3 months and 2 weeks, $48,154.21. Years ago, it took me a year to make that at General Motors, sweating my bra. But guess where I'm sitting? Right here. Right in my house, chilling like a villain. It's time for you to get rid of your fear. We're giving you the tactics. We're here to help you. But if you don't do it, guess what? It's not going to happen. I'm Mrs. Toy Banks, the world's most satisfied wife, hoping you are successful in SWC 2.0. God bless.
So good. So Toy, before you just like drop the mic, she just like dropped the mic. It's like, I'm done. Share about questions. I do want to give a few minutes. We were thinking it would be about an hour. Maybe give us about 20 more minutes. Toy, could you share about the order for the questions for those who have them?
So those of you that are SWC 2.0 members already, we want to give you priority when it comes to questions. So when you post your question, I want you to first put the word member. put the word member, and then put your question, because we want to prioritize you. Why? Because you've already taken the step to become successful. Those who are not members, I want you to hold off for a minute. And then once we finish with our members, we're going to offer you to ask questions. We're here to help. Now,
Okay,
here's
so
the
this
structure.
okay, go ahead.
Here's the structure of how we want you to ask the question. And the reason why we're doing this is because we're trying to answer as many questions as possible. We know that you guys thank us. We see you in the comments. We appreciate your love. But all we want you to say is, my name is such and such. I am a SWC member, or I'm not. And this is my question. Are we clear? So we're going to introduce our name. We're going to say I'm a member or I'm not a member, right? There's our members first. Okay. And then you're going to ask your question so that we can get to many. Now we have some that are already in the chat, and Lanika's going to grab those. Once she finishes those, we're going to allow some people to unmute. We may even ask you to unmute if we don't understand your question. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, so the first one is for you, Toy. She's asking, what do you say for your invite for your Monday meetings? And a couple of people have asked that. What do you say in your email to invite people to get on your Monday night session?
Okay, so this is where chat becomes your friend. Please do not be afraid of AI. It's a tool. It's not the devil. Let's be clear on that. It's a tool, not the devil.
Right.
All right. So I have chat as my personal assistant. I got a real assistant, but chat is my other assistant. Okay. And so I told chat, hey, I want to, I have a project called Families Make Money at Home. I want you are a top marketing genius, and I want you to give me an email that will make them want to come in. Here's a few things I want you to say. It's not just you, but your spouse and your children can make money at home. If you're tired of struggling, if you're tired of not being able to pay your bills, not being able to send your kids to a private school, not being able to go on that vacation, this is the meeting for you. Don't wait. Just come in. It's absolutely free. Come and learn the information. If you want to take next steps, I'm here for you. And chat will say that better than me.
Can you? Okay, so here's what we can do, because we have a Facebook group, SWC, like this community, and then the people that we brought in, and then the people that they brought in. Toy, can you copy and paste that and put it in the Facebook community so that they
Absolutely.
can see it? Okay.
Absolutely. And
So
then
y'all
also,
know, y'all, we don't gatekeep. We be like, share our flyers, just put your face up there.
And sometimes I steal Lanika's, I'm on Lanika's ecosystem. So when she sent an email, guess what? I just copy her email, put it into chat and say, hey, chat, change the language to fit me so that I can send that same email she sent out to her people. I'm sending it to my people. So a copy and steal everything. I'm not having to repeat nothing. I copy and steal stuff from Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins. They have the top leaders that are doing email marketing for them. So I go into their emails that they send 100 of them to me. No problem. I'm going to copy and paste their sales strategy, and I'm going to put it in chat, and I'm going to say, chat, use this for an email strategy. So what I do is I send an email out, right, throughout the week, and then I send a series. I'm in podia.com. Before SWC 2.0, I was already selling courses. So inside of Podia, it will do an email series, and you can schedule the emails coming out. So that day, I send one out at 9 a.m. I have chat send out another one. Not chat. I send schedule another one in Podia to send out either 3 or 5 o'clock. Then I send one out. Hey, we're 30 minutes away. Set your alarm. Join us, because guess what? People will forget about you. People's lives are busy, so you got to remind them. Then I got another one that goes out at 7 o'clock that says, hey, join me. We're live. Jump on in. You're missing it. Then at 7:30, I got another one. Hey, we're 30 minutes in, but it's not too late for you to join me. As a matter of fact, some of y'all got that email that's in this class right now. I scheduled that email to go out while I scheduled that last night. And I've been out shopping and doing all types of stuff today. So my emails are working for me when I'm at the
Right.
grocery store, when I'm returning my husband's suit that was way too small that I just bought him, right? So make sure you're doing emails, and you can do that even in Stand Store, in Beacons, in any platform that you're housing your courses. Okay, go ahead.
No, this is good. And I would even tell you some of the things that I do too, because sometimes, depending upon the software, it can hit that spam or promotions folder. Sometimes what I'll do now, but you got to be careful too, because then Gmail will kind of trip and they'll shut your account down, and then you'll have to like re-sign in. But what I do a lot of times is from the leads, meaning these are people that go through my lead catcher page that are interested in SWC. I will pull a list and I'll grab my CSV. I'll then copy all of those email addresses. Then I'll blind copy. So then I'll type in my email address, blind copy all of those email, put then in the body of the email, the message that I want to send out with my link. So, and then I'll also go through chat and say, okay, chat, that subject line you gave me, that's not going to open up nothing. I need a boss subject line where when they see that subject line, they're going to click on that thing. So like you can chat, you can talk to chat like that. Like he or she, whatever you call it, that you ain't gonna get in trouble. Like, so then it's gonna give you some boss subject lines, and then pick the subject line that fit you. So I've sent out 200 emails and then another 200 emails at the same time. This is even outside of like a system-based email campaign builder that you have, email platform. But don't sleep on the emails, because I've gotten a lot of sales through emails, you all.
You just said CSV, and someone is trying to figure out what you're saying. So you got to be careful, because there's people in here that don't know the tech language.
Oh yeah,
so
you're
she
right.
says
And
lead. Help them understand lead and CSV.
okay, I apologize. So, what is a lead? A lead is someone that is interested in what you have to sell. In SWC, there is a whole module on a lead. Have you ever went to a site and you had to put in your name and your email address and your phone number? Well, now you've entered in your information in order to get some information. The program teach you how to do your own lead capture page. Now, the software that I'm using is Stand Store. In Stand Store, I can click on customers, and then I can click on whatever product those customers have gone through. Those are leads. Whenever I click on it, the names will pull up and the email addresses will pull up. And then I copy all of those emails and then I send them out one at a time. And the way it comes in on a Mac is called the it's called the CSV. So I apologize. So it's a long list of email addresses, and then I just take the email addresses, and then I put all of the email addresses, I paste them all into like a blind copy and send them out.
So there is a module. Here's what everyone needs to know. SWC will teach you everything we just said. So there is actually a module inside of SWC. So people pay attention to the Amazon reviews, making a course, all this. You know what you need to be focusing on? You need to be focusing on those email marketing. It's an email marketing module in there that will teach you how to grab people's email, because you have to build your community. You have to build that email list, right? So they'll teach you how to collect those emails and send out email campaigns. Okay. They have a module that take you step by step. Listen, what I love about SWC 2.0 is that they teach us like we're not smarter than a fifth grader. And I love that, because that's how I like to be taught. Okay. They're also got sales modules in there. If you never sold anything, you need to be in those modules. One is called selling without sounding like you selling. So they're going to teach you that. So get into those modules so that you can get confidence, because Confidence comes with knowledge. When you don't have
Right.
knowledge, it will make you feel like, I don't know what I'm doing. And it'll cause you to be fearful. You don't have to be, because guess what? They have a module for that.
Hmm. So if I want to do what Toy said, if I personally want to do, if I want to schedule my email, I do that through my system and my platform. And typically, any type of email marketing platform that you have will generally allow you to schedule your emails. That way, if you're out shopping or you may want one to hit and you just don't feel like getting up, like you want one to hit at like 7:30 in the morning when people for the people like on a Monday morning. And then that goes into more strategy because now it's like, okay, it's Monday. I'm tired. I don't want to be going to work and all of this traffic. They send email about how you done made $2,000 over the weekend, but you may still be in bed, that kind of stuff. So, I mean, the more you do, the more strategy you'll have, but then you can schedule those types of emails. Or like if it is 30 more minutes into the call, but maybe you're in another meeting, you can schedule that type of email. But there's also, so Amy and Jeff can come on up and share. There's also in SWC module, they show you how to create what is a freebie. And that is when you're giving someone something for free in exchange for their name and email.
So I'm going to touch on it because it's been a theme. Follow up. Like just because you send somebody the meeting once or you send them a message one time. A lot of you that are invited on here by me, I've messaged you. I'm pretty sure you should maybe get a restraining order. But like Toy said, I don't care because I believe in this and I know at some point the message I send, it's going to be that day where it hits you in the heart and you're going to be like, okay, now's the time. I believe in this. Until you tell me don't message me anymore, I'm still going to keep messaging you because you go for the no. It's a numbers game, right? A lot of you, if you're in SWC, one, some of the questions people are, and we're all guilty. But like Toy said, all of this is in the course. It is all there for you under tech modules. That's where you learn how to set up your freebie. When they fill out the freebie, you get the email. It's all synced. You just have to do the course. You got to dive in. If you want to be successful, you have to dive in, you have to be consistent, and you have to follow up. I'm also going to say something Lanika had me do in the beginning. Like, I'm sure Toy has amazing content, right? I totally love the case and I love that. I'm stealing that. But you also have to find what is genuine for you and what your heart is. When you can genuinely share why you do this, why you started, what makes you relatable, what keeps you up at night, what are you wanting to get out of this? When people can see that you are real and you're genuine and authentic and you care, it is much better than the same copy and paste message they're seeing all over the place. You have to find a point where you're putting your heart into this and you're sharing emotion and being vulnerable with people because they will ultimately buy this because of you. Yes, it's a great opportunity, but you have to let people know your heart. For me, I am tired. I am tired of working all the time. I'm tired of missing things with my family. I'm tired of work consuming my life. I'm tired of debt. I'm tired of being broke. I want to connect with people that feel that same way, that are ready to hit the ground running, that want to get fired up because of this call. Like, I was going to get in the pool and I'm like, I really just want to like get to work. Like, if you're not fired up after this, you really need to ask yourself why. Dig deep and figure out like what is it that fuels you and sparks you that you want to just shout it from the mountaintops and you don't care what people think. I think that's something that all of us have in common is we have our like passion for this in our heart and our why. And when your why is bigger than your excuse, nothing else matters.
That's so
Yeah,
good. Jeff?
I guess I gotta chime in. Um, these young ladies here is like, how can you compete? Y'all got the best of the best. I mean, look, it's like what Toy said. When y'all see me do something, I don't stop. I post every single day. Y'all be worrying about these likes and views. Nobody commented. Do y'all understand when someone joins you, just put a yes in the chat. If someone says, hey, I've been watching you for a while. I've been watching you for a while. I've been watching you for a while. But you know what a lot of times happen? Y'all make 2 or 3 posts when y'all first get started. Y'all don't see no action, and then you quit. You just let that person know you're the person not to follow. You just let them know, okay, well, she starts stuff and she quits. That's why I'm not going to join her. People are watching you right now. Oh, she quit. Oh, he stopped posting. Oh, it must not be working. It's like what Amy said. And she actually, all our minds are in sync. And she said exactly what I was going to say. You have to let people know what your pain point is. Because your pain point could be someone else's pain point. Like, I'm doing this because I'm tired of missing games, on going to my children's games. I'm tired of only living for one day of the week, which is Friday. I'm tired of only getting paid for that one day of the week, which is Friday. Or I'm tired of, so you have to let people know that in your content.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't answer this question, it's like what Toy said, what are we doing here? Someone in the chat, what is your favorite module? That's
Yeah.
what I ask my people. What's your favorite module? I'm
Right.
going to give you mine too. And it's crazy because Toy mentioned it earlier. The art of selling without selling. And there's another one called attraction marketing.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
If you watch those 2 modules, and look, this is Jeff Simpson. I've done 7 figures in 2 network marketing companies back to back. Every time I started over with no team, I left to go to that other company with no team from scratch, from zero. And guess what? I'm still learning.
That's it.
I'm still a student.
So good.
See, the problem is that we have the information, but you're not using it. John 13:17 says that now that you have the information, you'll be blessed if you use it.
So good.
So those 2 modules, and I say this all the time, it's going to actually give you the structure on how to make your posts. I look at a lot of your posts and said they're not following the structure. That's why no one's. You have to start out with a pain point, which is a hook. Something
Mm-hmm.
like, here's my favorite. How long would you last if your income stopped today? That hits them right here. Oh God, man, that's a deep question. Your posts in those first 3 seconds have to do that. How long are you going to keep telling your children no when you go to the
Mm-hmm.
store?
That's good.
When was the last time you took to go buy them something without checking the price? Would you like to go buy your better half something without checking the price first? Those are all pain point questions. When was the last time you were able to take a vacation without asking for permission?
So good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Those are all hooks. Y'all hear me say it all the time. I even created a digital product with hooks because that is the key. The first 3 seconds, what comes out of your mouth is either whether they're going to stick or stay. Oh, guys, I'm an SWC. It's this program, make $506. No one cares. No one cares how many modules in it. No one cares how much money you can make. They want to know, wow, is this person talking to me? And how you do that, you get vulnerable, okay, and let them know your pain point. Now, as you, it's called hook. Then you have your solution, and then you have your call to action. You got to have that call to action in there. Francesca, that's a great question. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You're not living a life you wanted to live. This is why you're doing this program. What is it that you want to do if you had money? That's your hook. I am tired of not being able to do such and such. I'm tired of not being able to go to the store and buy what I want because I don't have any extra money. If you're feeling like this, ladies and gentlemen, I have a solution. What if your phone can change that? I want you to comment me to let you know what I got going on. I just gave you a hook, solution, a call to action in 2 seconds. See, believe it or not, Francesca, believe it or not, the more vulnerable you are, the more struggle you have right now, the more relatable you become. But y'all got to go ahead and let them know, look, man, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's why I'm doing this program.
Share your story.
Don't worry. See, let me tell you what I'm saying. This is a mistake that a lot of people make in digital marketing. You try to share the program from your coach's perspective. You're not where Toy's at. You're not where Lanika's at. You're not where I'm at. You're not where Amy's at. Don't try to share the content the way we're sharing it. Don't worry about how much we make. Everyone has his day one. You share where you are because your people will find you where you are. Because the more you talk about money and you ain't make it yet, they feel like, well, I can't do that. No, you have to let them know, meet them where you are. You will get more people like that. That's why beginners, read my lips. This is why beginners do so well in digital marketing because they share where they at. They share their pain point.
Right.
And if you don't have the success, guess what? You share someone else's. You could take a screenshot and say, you want to learn how this young lady here, Miss Toy Banks, she's a counselor and she's made over $40,000 from her phone with no experience. You want to know how she's did it? I need you to comment phone so I can let you know what she's doing. You can use her story too. Just hook your solution and call to action. Let your hook and your pain point go hand in hand. Because when it's pain, it's got to hit them right. I say it's got to hit them right here. It's got to hit them right here. And guess what? Chat GPT got you. They will give you the hooks. I do it every time. I make a video. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I do. We giving y'all the sauce 2 nights. When you make a video, upload it to Chat GPT and say, look, I need a caption. I say I need a hook. I need a caption. I need a call to action for this video. It's going to shoot it right out. And guess what's going to start happening? You are going to get so good at doing it because naturally you got the flow. And it's going to come out on its own. But if you don't know what to do right now, we got the cheat game. We got chat. Tell them. And throw a couple of hashtags in there if you want to. It's going to give you everything. But you got to use them hooks. Them first 3 seconds got to grab their attention. You got to be like ruthless with it. Those first 3. I did a post on TikTok one day, and it was like the reason why you are not getting any sales is because you're being too nice. I said the reason why you're not getting a lot of sales is because you're being too. That video went crazy. It's like, oh my goodness, Jeff, you're talking to me. And what I meant by when I say you got to get mean, I'm not saying being mean as a person. Y'all got to get them hooks right and hit them with them pain points. That's how you become relatable. Okay. See, I'm all in passion. I'm getting all into the. I got spirit come over me, and I got to pass it back to y'all ladies because it could be done, but y'all just got to y'all got to get it going and say, hey, look, I'm struggling. I'm tired of it. This is what I'm doing. And that, in a nutshell, I got something for you. And guess what? Anybody can do it. If you want to do this too, I got the information for you. That's all I'm saying. In lamest terms. Got your hook, solution, call to action. All right, back to you.
Oh,
That's good.
Could I jump in there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So there's many people asking the question, because we got some people in here that are not members. Here's what we want you to do. We're going to, all of us, me, Amy, Jeff, and Lanika, we're going to put our email address in the comments. If whoever invited you into this meeting, send them an email and say, I'm ready, and we're going to send you the link. Okay. So I'm putting mine in here right now. If whoever invited you to this meeting and you say, I'm ready, you don't have to say any more, send me the link. We're going to send you the link right after we get out of this session. Okay. So don't worry about that. You're going to be able to get in here. This will be recorded and this replay will be sent out to all of the people that actually, only this replay has only been sent out to our members. Okay. Because that's what this originally was for, because we're trying to help our members grow. So all of our members, just want you to know, if you sign up under me, whoever you sign up on, we're going to send you the replay to this. Okay. So all of us are going to put our emails into I just put mine in there, and Lanika and Jeff is doing that. The other thing I wanted to share is about a character flaw here. And I've seen some people in SWC do this, and it's a character flaw, especially for me, anybody who claim to love Jesus. Do not offend your followers. Followers can be as ridiculous as they want to be. They can be rude. They can be disrespectful. They can do all types of stuff. You can't do it. Okay? Right. Because if you start offending one follower, the other followers have identified a character flaw in you, and we can't trust you. There's been people I almost bought from, but then they attacked somebody that was in their comments, and I said, oh yeah, never buy nothing from you. I don't want to even hear from you anymore. Mm-hmm. You cannot offend people. Okay. Right. People are asking questions. They don't know what you're doing. And then there's just some rude, disgusting people out in the world. There are. But when you do them, you're being rude and disgusting just like them. So I'm not a rude and disgusting person. I'm not a disrespectful person. I demand respect, but I also give it. So make sure you look at negative comments as a way to create more content. I'm going to just tell y'all something. I love negative comments. They inspire me. I sometimes go looking for negative comments because I'll be like, ooh, go off on me. I mean, it just inspires me. You know, these people are paying you. I get paid on my social media platforms. What do you get paid for? You're getting paid for engagement as well. All your platforms are looking for engagement, and they pay you more for the engagement. So when someone coming over there acting up and acting foolish, I'm like, keep talking, because guess what? My followers defend me. My followers come back, and I tell my followers, hey, just ignore them. I have to train my followers how to be more like me, because they get offended by negative comments. Don't allow negative comments to pull you down. Allow them to pull you up, because you ain't doing nothing if ain't nobody attacking you. Right. When you ain't doing nothing until somebody really gets you and they text you and say, I wish you go and die somewhere. I mean, that's when you know you're doing a really good job. God said if they hated me first, they're going to hate you. Here's the other thing I want you to recognize. Guys, listen, we're living in a different world right now. You better wake up, because come 2030, you're going to be lost in the sauce if you're not in this digital world. Spirit Airlines, everybody just witnessed this. Spirit Airlines got rid of over 17,000 employees in a drop of a dime. Some of them were on vacation. The pilots were up in the air getting notified, this is your last flight. These people still had a mortgage at the end of the month. They still had kids in college. They still had kids in private school. Some of them were doing room additions that they can't finish because they're trying to figure out, where am I going to replace this income? And I just want you to know, the median income for the average Spirit Airline employee was somewhere between $150,000 and $250,000. And it's hard to replace that amount of money. Amazon just got rid of over 30,000 employees since November 2025. Microsoft yesterday just announced. Now, y'all got to understand, Microsoft, these people, I know friends that's worked there. They're making over $300,000, and they're getting an email saying, you're out of here. You're done. Because a lot of them work from home. So they say, yes, stay at home because we don't need you anymore. And so now Microsoft just got rid of another several thousand people just yesterday. Employers are replacing employees with AI. Watch this. Remember we said case everything, copy and steal everything? Right. So all you do is do what they're doing. Replace employers with AI. And that's what we're doing in SWC 2.0. I don't have to punch a clock. People like, do you know what the gas prices are? No. I only fill my tank up once a month now. because I'm working from home. I sometimes have to go to get out of this house. And I'm like, I'm going to the restaurant to work today because, or I'll go on a trip and sit on the beach somewhere and say, you know what? I need a couple days. I tell my husband, let's go, or I'll go with my girlfriends and we doing a creative trip because I can, because I got 7 streams of income, about to add another one, about to get in this UGC with Amy. About to kill the game. I already got brand deals coming in my email. Why? Because I keep moving. That's the last thing I want to share with you. If you don't move, nothing happens. You got to move. You can't keep saying, I'm going to start, just like you do with your weight loss. I'm going to start next week. I'm going to start on Monday. No, you're not going to make any money. And guess what? You're going to be seeing us build our houses. You're going to see us flaunt our numbers while you still sitting there when you could have made some money. And something that Jeff has said, remember, some of you are wondering, how do I start when I don't have any success? When I started, I used my girlfriend, Lanika here. She called me, right? And got me in. When I posted, I came up with an idea. Hey, y'all, come and learn 7 ways I make money in my kitchen. Well, I took something that I already was doing. And then I added SWC. And so how did I promote SWC? I took her screenshot. Jeff don't know this, but Jeff, I took your screenshot. I went into SWC and screenshot all of these testimonies inside of SWC. So when I did my PowerPoint, I put those testimonies inside of my PowerPoint and I said, hey, look what Amy did. Amy said she just made this amount in such and such days. Jeff said he was walking in his neighborhood and he made 1,000 while he was taking a walk in his neighborhood. My girlfriend, Dr. Lanika Scott, let me tell you, she showed me receipts, y'all. This is how much she made, $18,000 in 11 weeks. I used other people's testimonies before I made a dime. But guess what? When I did that, people signed up. So now my next session, I was like, hey, y'all, guess what I made in one night? But I still, every session, I'm sharing not only my testimony, I'm sharing other people's testimony as well. So keep sharing. Don't give up. Stop thinking you're, okay. Last but not least, stop thinking that your story is interesting. Everybody tell you, share your story. But I'm going to add something to that. Yes, share your story. But watch this. If your story doesn't change my story, I don't care. I don't care. You sharing your story. A girl I met in Atlanta, she said, you're killing the game on social media. Tell me what to do. Told her what to do. Following year, the same event. She was like, Toy, I'm doing everything you told me to do. I'm not getting any followers. I said, let me look at your social media. I looked at her and all she talking about is her story. And I said, do you want to know the truth? Because y'all got to understand. I hit straight at the hip. If you're not a person that accept truth because you know I love you. So I want you successful. But I hit straight at the hip. I said, oh, do you want to know the truth? Because if you don't, just walk away from me. She said, hit me. I said, you're boring. I said, and you're not interesting. She said, I can't believe you said. I said, I'm telling you that your story might be interesting, but you're not connecting it to the other person on the other side of that screen. So you're talking about this happened to you, that happened to you. No. How does your story change my story? If you can't tell me, listen, I was molested when I was younger. Okay, you and the rest of the people. I know that's a sad story because I was molested when I was younger. But how did you get over that? Because I'm looking for how to get over it. So if you're not going to tell me the steps on how to get over it, then your story don't connect to my story. Your story is not changing my life. So make sure that your story changes someone else's story. Your testimony changes someone else's story. Because if it doesn't, it will not connect. And you'll wonder, wait a minute, they told me to share my story. They told me to do the hook. But guess what? You may get them in the first 3 seconds, but now you got to figure out how to keep them. If your story don't connect, don't change their story, guess what? They're going to click off after 6 seconds. So make sure that when you're sharing your testimony, that it's helping changing their story. And then they will be like, man, I've had people, I study my comments. I study what people are saying. I've had people say to me umpteen times, girl, it's like you in my living room. Was you laying on my bed last night? Girl, it seemed like you must know my husband because you just said everything going on in my house. I pay attention to their comments. They actually telling me what they're hurting in. So I take their comments and I make a video and I say exactly what they say in the comments. right? Because I'm focused on them and not on me. So just another nugget to help you. Okay, Dr. Lanika.
That's good. That's good. We can go on and on. I do want to share one more thing, and then we're gonna go ahead and bow out gracefully tonight. And what I wanted to do is just show you a B-roll because a few of you asked about it, a B-roll, and this actually is one of my stories, and this is why I started. So I shared this over and over again. Let me put it up. It's just a quick B-roll. If you're introverted or you don't like to talk in a mic, this is an example of something you can do with your content. As Jeff was saying, the text, excuse me, y'all have a lot going on this computer too. So it's just looking a mess in the background. A lot of pictures. So let me see if I can share this so you can hear it. Okay, hold on just a second because it was.
Did you optimize the sound before you share?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Let me go back.
Yeah, make sure you hit share with sound.
Yeah, I did because normally Greg be
Okay.
getting on me with that.
Just in case you know heard what just happened. Watch this. We just all helping each other. Watch this. If you're going to do a Zoom, when you share anything that needs sound, there is a little button over there that says optimize sound. You have to click those buttons over there because if you share something that has sound, they're not going to hear it if you don't click that button.
Yeah, so
Just
you
a
have
little
to,
nugget.
yeah. Let me go back. Why isn't it up here? Okay. That's a weird,
Try
y'all.
to
Hold
drag
on.
that sound button. Try to drag that
Oh
sound
no,
button.
normally I do this, y'all. It's just for some reason. And now I done lost the video.
Look at all that content.
But
Staying
you
in the
can
face of
see
her
it.
customer. She in the face.
Up in the clouds, how jealous know what we found. Something so wild, will be ordinary. You got me kissing. The angels up in the clouds, how jealous know what we found. Something so wild, will be ordinary.
Yeah, so y'all see that's a B-roll where I'm not saying anything to anybody. I'm just handling my business. I'm fake acting like I'm doing something in my dining room, but I put on the screen the story. God, because this is a true story. And this is where I started my digital marketing career with that same story. God told me to step out on faith and create another stream of income. Now, I put my message in there and then I said comment for info. What
Action.
am I now going to send them? I am now going to send them this link where for this particular opt-in, for this particular freebie, they are getting an SWC 2.0 sneak peek. But what I did based upon my niche is I put Amy, Toy, Kim, my sister up there, Tanya. Because now because my niche is females, if it was the family, Jeff face would have been up here. Okay. So now when they go to this page, because they now saw the reel, they're now requesting info. I'm now sharing my story. And so I update this. Now they go down. I put all of this in here. Chat did the pictures for me. Now they are opting in. They are going to put their name, email, and phone number. I made them put their phone number on mine, and then it's now show me the video. They then get a 12-minute video about SWC with more testimonies in there. That's how I walk them through my thing. And sometimes I get the phone number, I will text them and say, this really is Lanika Scott. You want to know about this digital money? That has also increased my sales. That's another conversation we can have, but I just wanted to also show you what a B-roll reel was. It had like trending sound music. And then when people are interested, then where do you send them outside of sending them to a opportunity call? You can send them to a lead capture. So that was my funnel process, if you will. So I'm gonna see if I can take a few of the questions. I'll copy them, and if it's names that we are that we can see or find in the program, we'll answer these questions outside of it because we done been up here, y'all, for 2 hours, and I didn't even think it was gonna be this long.
Yeah, can I just add one other thing here?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I got to go,
So
ladies. I got to
Yeah.
take care of this other call. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
appreciate
Bye,
it. Anything
Jeff.
I need.
Thank you.
All right, take care,
Appreciate
y'all.
you, Jeff. Go ahead, Toy.
No problem.
There's a lot of things that we're rushing over, and I know you hear certain things. So Dr. Linika Scott says she made those images in Chat GPT. Okay, I want to give you a little nugget here. When you are going to create we don't really have to take photo shoots a lot anymore because Chat will update your picture. But here's the thing that you got to be careful so it will look like you. Okay, and sometimes it may look a little off, but it's okay. Make sure you put the words, keep identity unchanged.
Mm-hmm.
Do not Photoshop my facial features. I want to look exactly like myself. And then watch this. When you put something in Chat, when you're telling Chat to do something, I want you to put in front, once you finish writing everything, then go back up to the top of what you just wrote. And I want you to put the words, revise this prompt. So Chat is going to give you a better prompt than you. Then copy and paste that prompt and put it back in the Chat, and you're going to get a better, whether it's emails, whether it's a picture, whatever you're doing. When you finish writing it, tell Chat, revise this prompt. And it's actually going to give you a better prompt than you. It's going to say the AI language that you don't know. I told you, Chat will teach you about Chat if you let it. So just put in the front, revise this prompt, and it will get it like that. Now, be patient with Chat, because the more you deal with Chat, it gets to know you, right? Because sometimes Chat will have me looking like the next door neighbor. And I'm like, Chat, And then so I'll start a whole nother image. I'll come out of that and start a whole nother process. And then I'll try to do my prompt over again. Here's the other thing. Sometimes take a picture of yourself, do a selfie, make sure all of your hair is in, not cut off, and then upload your picture to Chat from your phone, and then say, Chat, I need a flyer. Use the image attached. Keep my identity unchanged. Do not Photoshop my facial features. I want to look exactly like myself. And then put it in front of there, revise this prompt. And I sent Lanika last night. I said, Chat got my picture exactly looking like me tonight.
Chat did his big one. We were laughing back and forth. I'm looking in the comments just to see if there's any questions that we missed. Someone that asked about paying for leads. Don't pay for leads. You can make money without paying for leads. Go through the modules. And just start to do it. I'm telling you, you will find your flow. As you start to do, you'll find your flow. You learn by doing. You cancel fear by doing. Don't pay for it. You can do this without paying for stuff. Because here's the thing about paying for marketing, and now this is a whole marketing thing. If you don't know, like if you have a checkout page that's not converting, no matter how much you pay for it, then you're wasting your money. So it's stuff like that you got to know with marketing, with paying for stuff.
Here's the other thing.
Or if you're getting followers, but they're not the right followers who you're going to eventually be marketing to, then because they may not even be your niche that you're going to be marketing to. So if I'm paying for followers, but these are not my tribe, this ain't my vibe, this ain't my people, then it's like, I don't want to be marketing to a bunch of young boys. That ain't who I'm called to serve. So that's another thing. Why I wouldn't know. Go through the modules and start applying and implementing what's in the modules.
With your organic audience. Here's the other thing, ladies and gentlemen. Stop thinking that your friends and your family members are your customers. There are people that's going to buy from you that did not grow up in your neighborhood, that don't look like you, they're not even in your own country. Because SWC can be sold in any country around the world. Okay. So I've had most of the people I don't know. I've signed up so many people. I don't know these people. This is my first time meeting them. I have a few of my friends that have joined, but most of the people that have signed up under me are people who follow me on social media. So stop thinking that if you don't have enough friends or family, just keep showing up on social media and people will start trusting you and they will buy from you and they don't even know you. They just got to, people think they know me. When I'm out in the street, they people like, oh my goodness, give me a hug, girl. You my sister. Because what? I'm consistent. So they're glad to see me. They're like, Toy, you my girl. You like, and then I got younger people saying, you know, you my Facebook mama. You know, you my TikTok mama, right? Because they always see me talking. So make sure you don't get caught up in fear. I don't know enough people. All you got to do is get on social media. Social media is free, free.com. Okay.
Yeah. So somebody says, how do you share those hooks if you're not at the point of living that life either? If you're still in checking prices and questioning every spend. So share that. Like, are you someone who is checking or questioning every single spend? Like, that is a hook within itself. And then the body of it could be, I found something where I can earn every single day. Want to learn how? Comment how. That might do it. And then somebody says, Renee, how do we find the pages? So how do we find the pages? The members in the SWC group that are doing really good in the SWC program. And y'all, we really got to go. This would be 2 hours, but y'all hungry though, right? In the testimonial section, look at those individuals that are posting their testimonies, copy and paste their names, and like take it to the Google search or TikTok or IG. They're on some platform. For the most part, if they're sharing results, you can find them on platforms. And I personally have reached out to several of them. Those that are doing like 50,000 to 100,000 a month reselling a program, just about every one of them that I've reached out to have responded to me. It could be two. They had me featured on the SWC call a few times, share my testimony, but they all said that they was doing 2 lives a day. We didn't really hit on lives, but they're doing it. So God bless you all. We're going to post the recording in the Facebook group. Thank you, Toy. Jeff, I don't know if he's gone. And then Amy, we so appreciate you all. And God bless you all. We want all of you all to win. Bye.
Bye-bye.